to Community Christian by 33 points, 37-70. The Falcons opened the game well, but after getting into early foul trouble, they were pressed into mistakes and were never really able to truly get back into the game. The current losing streak for the Lady Falcons right now stands at 8 games, but the Falcons need to continue to bring the defense, but need to take a little bit more time on the offensive end of the floor. The Falcons have been settling for three-point shots, and the shots have not been falling coming into the month of February, and has not allowed them to really settle. Now, they have a full roster getting back together tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Falcons adjust and get ready to play in tonight's game. Now, the Lady Saints this season are 10-9 this season. Currently riding a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Christian Heritage by 7, 47-54. Now, this team is 5-5. In the last 10 games, they are 5-5. And recently slipped into a unique pattern of inconsistent win week, lose week. 2 weeks ago, it was win 2, then followed by lose 2, followed by win 2, followed by lose 2. It's been going on that way for the last 4 weeks. So coming into tonight, you would think that their favor is just to go back into the winning cycle of things. Now, they are a team that if they get hot, they can win and play games with anyone. Welcome to Falcon Pregame. I'm Maurice Prince, and we'll be joined here very shortly by Coach on the sideline tonight, but in the stands with me, Coach Gary Woods will be here in just a moment. David Albert's team is 5-13 on the year. Right now, they're averaging about 41 points a game, giving up about 55, a differential of minus 13. So the Falcons have not been able to get into good starts, have not been into the positive side of that number, meaning that they're allowing the other teams to get up, and when they get up, they tend to blow the Falcons out. So the Falcons, couple of weeks last week on Tuesday, took on Heritage Hall, the Lady Chargers, and for the first time, we saw the identity that we know well of this team by David Albert. In-your-face defense, full court pressure, easy shots at the rim, continuing to work the ball around. But as it has been in the identity of the losing streak, the team tends not to work the ball around, and they come in settling because they've been playing shorthanded, dealing with injuries, dealing with other things in terms of player availability, and it's really caused them to lose momentum right here in the month of January. But with Friday being Valentine's Day, let's see if the Falcons can get back on the love side of things. As far as it goes for OCS, as I told you about the pattern, but Ashley Dublin is the head coach. She coaches a team that wants to play highly energetic and wants to shoot the long ball. If they can get that going tonight, they will have an advantage, and they will play well here at home, especially at home. But if the Falcons can run them off the perimeter and force them to put the ball on the floor, you have to tend to like the Falcons' chances tonight to get into the game, stay in the game, and have an opportunity perhaps to win this game when it's all said and done. This is one of 2 games this week playing for Millwood. Millwood tonight is in action as this is the last week of the regular season. The girls play tonight. Of course, then the boys follow after that. But tonight, OCS Friday, the final game of the regular season will be against Star Spencer. Believe it or not, district play begins really next Saturday, and that's when high school playoffs and this whole state of Oklahoma gets charged up for tremendous and energetic basketball play. So we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer in just a moment for the playing of the national anthem, and then the announcements of the starting lineups, and then we'll get you going. Tonight's game, of course, is being brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony, OCCC, Super Prep, and the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, as well as OKC Sports Radio 105.3 HD1, and also Power 103.5, the Black Chronicle newspaper. If you did not get a chance to get the Heritage Edition last week, you missed a good one. You still have a chance to get that. And, of course, Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. But thank you for tuning in tonight right here on PPBC TV. We'll get ready now for the starting lineups being marked to the floor and the playing of the national anthem, which is just a moment away. So let's get set to hear that right about now.
this evening. We thank you for this game. Thank you for our friends from Millwood. We ask a special blessing upon them tonight as they experience the OCS community. We ask that they would just be blessed and feel welcome here. Father, we pray that as we go home this evening, you would keep us safe on the roads. And we just pray that you bless our officials. Thank you for their service to our kids. We ask you to keep our athletes safe. And we thank you. And we want to honor you this evening, Lord, the way we support our student athletes. Thank you, and commit this game to you in Jesus' name. Amen. And now the national anthem.
All right, I want to thank the PA address announcer for announcing the starting lineups for the team. For the mighty Millwood Falcons tonight, the starters are Reagan Carey, number 2, Caden Williams, number 5, Raquel Hunt, number 13, Alyssa Isaac, and number 23, Kalia Hines. And for OCS tonight, starting lineup is a junior, number 10, Ella Voskel, a junior, number 12, Riley Roof, number 15, Blair Rowlett. She's also a junior. Then a senior, Ava McIntyre, and then a junior, number 33, Lily Pomeroy. Want to welcome Coach Woods to the our what you want to call our box in the stands.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight, Coach Woods?
Man, I'm doing all right. Walked in here, started looking around. I'm like, you know what? This is almost reminiscent of the hot box back in the day. Except I think the hot box the stands were a little bit taller. It was a little bit more of a
lift.
Yeah.
So
but it's tight in here.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why they're doing all this construction around here. So set to work now. Caden Williams to jump it up in center court against McIntyre. We're getting going right about now. Ball goes up, and it's controlled by Raquel Hunt, and she's going to throw it away. And it looks like it will be Saints ball.
Yeah.
They're going to unfortunately do a turnover there by Reagan Carey to start the game. But, Gary, coming into tonight, Ava McIntyre is the one you need to watch. She is the engine that can make the machine go for the Saints. The Saints have been in a win-to-lose-to pattern, and if everything goes as it has been, they're going to try and get on the right side of the column.
Williams gets the steal.
Back in the hands now, dribbling up top now to Raquel Hunt. Raquel Hunt over to Alyssa Isaac. Isaac fires the three, shot no good. Rebound by Caden Williams. Caden Williams inside, shot is blocked. They're going to throw it back in, and Alyssa Isaac is going to tap it out of bounds. So
turnover.
Nothing going there for the Falcons on that one. Full court pressure being pushed now by Dava Albert. Bounce pass over. Ball in the hands of McIntyre. McIntyre going to swing it to the corner. Inside to McIntyre. McIntyre
nice
back
ball
over to
movement.
Pomeroy. Pomeroy scores the basket. And for the first basket tonight belongs to the Saints. Falcons down by 2. Going back to work. Caden Williams backs it up. Reagan Carey over to Alyssa Isaac. To the corner to Hines. Hines comes back up. Back over to Carey. Reagan Carey step back three-point shot. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by McIntyre. Ball in the hands now. Coming up. Roulette. Cross-court pass over to Voskel. Back in the hands of McIntyre. McIntyre being picked up by Williams. Williams got in a lot of early foul trouble against Community Christian. They've got to make sure their hands are on the side, not trying to put them in the cookie jars. McIntyre drives inside and scores there, Gary.
Yeah, that was actually a good off the dribble move by McIntyre. She was able to get Caden Williams way out away from the block. And that's something that the Falcons need to make an adjustment on.
One of the things we talked about in the game against Community Christian, Gary, as Caden Williams is being harassed into the lane, she goes downhill, and she's going to draw contact and a foul, first foul of the game. So now going to work, Gary, what I was going to mention to you was the Falcons did not do a good job of getting into an offensive flow against Community Christian.
Right.
So that's something that they're going to have to do better. They were selling for a three-point shot, but tonight Zakari Sproul is back. This is probably the full roster we have seen from the Falcons since late December.
Oh, good to have her back on the sideline. I'm sure she's going to get some time tonight. One of the things, though, you're right, Mo. I mean, the Falcons haven't been really doing a good job of getting into an offensive set nor running any real plays. It's almost like the shots have been somewhat ill-advised. But you would like to see them really start working either a two-man game on the weak side or a three-man game on the to the strength. You know, where right now, as you can see, you know, OCS is coming out in a zone.
So she goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, Caden Williams does, but she gets the Falcons on the board. 4-1 is the score right now, 6:11 to go. Going to swing the ball to the backside. Nobody's covering, and somehow, some way, Pomeroy finds another easy basket on the other end.
Well, the Falcons are committing so many players on the ball, right? They're running 3 guards at you know, any defender. And what's not happening is they're not getting back. You know, the long passes are being made over their heads, and as a result of it, they're just getting beat backside. It's there every time. Another
unforced turnover, and Coach Dava Albert's going to come talk to the team because she's not happy, and rightfully so. She should not be. The sets, we've had unforced turnovers here early on, Gary, and we've also had some situations where basically just, you know, the unforced turnovers enough to call the timeout, but bad defensive rotation on the other end.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that, too, is happening as a result of defensively the Lady Falcons are not being sound. They're not getting back. When the trap is coming to one side, the weak side is not getting back up the floor. That presents a problem because if someone is standing or they get beat and then you find yourself in a 3-2, a 3-on-2 situation under the basket, someone's always going to be open, and that's exactly what's happening. OCS is willing to make the one extra pass to the open player, and that's something that the Lady Falcons need to figure out.
So when you've had a limited roster for so long and you've been dealing with not players being available and all that, habits can be established that are not good. How do you got to work those kinks out? And to me, this is almost going to be like an early season game for the Falcons because they haven't had this many players available in weeks.
Right. Turnover.
Reagan Carey comes up with the steal in the play. Here she comes to start the offense. Reagan Carey into the lane, tries to go with the Euro, throws up against the glass. Shot no good there.
Hunt gets the rebound.
And then fires up a three-point shot of their own, goes on the top of the backboard there. So it's going to be a turnover. Well, not a turnover. It's going to change of possession. It will be Saints ball.
Right now, it appears that the Lady Falcons' best offensive strategy is to try to push the ball to catch the defense in transition. See what's happening here as Reagan Carey looks like she gets the steal and forces the foul. But one of the things that you have to watch for as the ball moves up the court, especially in this press game, is where are the players being positioned? Are they covying up like quail, or are they maintaining their spacing both offensively and defensively? What's happening, OCS is doing a good job of maintaining spacing. The Lady Falcons are kind of like bunching together. Watch what happens offensively here.
Ball back in the hands of Kalia Hines. Kalia Hines stops and pops for a three-shot, no good. Caden Williams tries to chase it down, back taps it out to Kalia Hines. Kalia Hines fires the second three-point shot. She can't get that one to fall.
Yeah. And see, on that particular set, okay, the strength was over to the left side of the court. Kalia Hines got the ball over on this right wing at the three-point range. She could have easily driven the ball. It's just recognizing where people are defensively. And so look at what's happening now. 4 players all bunched together. You see what I'm saying? You just have to, defensively, you have to understand your spacing, your positioning on the floor, where the offensive players are, so that you don't get beat with a simple pass.
All right. Ball's going to be thrown in right now by Roof into the hands now of Vosco. Vosco back up top to the hands of Rolette. Back to Vosco. Vosco drives the lane. Caden Williams with the block. And on the other side, shot up by Pomeroy. Can't get that shot to fall that time. Rebound, Caden Williams. Ball over to the left wing. Reagan Carey at the elbow. She backs it up. And Reagan Carey goes to work. Kicks it out. Alyssa Isaac fires the three. That three-point shot is off. Rebound pulled down by Vosco. Going to throw the ball ahead to McIntyre. McIntyre into the lane. Looks away the defense, try to get a shot up. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and it looks like it will be Falcon ball. Oh, it's going to be Saints ball. Substitution coming into the game now is Kinsey Champ. She's coming in for Lily Pomeroy. And I stand corrected, it was Falcon basketball. 6-1 is the score.
Okay,
yeah,
White's ball.
So I was correct. So that it was initially called that, but then the official looked at the scores table and saw that they had switched the arrow before the ball was put in play. So that's what happened on that particular sequence there. So going back to work, ball back in the hands of McIntyre. Screen play. Kalia Hines hits the deck.
Nice rebound by Hunt.
And she's going to throw it away, unfortunately. Back in the hands just above the free throw jumper, so we'll call it an elbow jump shot.
Rebound by Williams. Now, this is the best opportunity right now for the Lady Falcons offensively.
Reagan Carey goes into the lane, through the lane. Contact is made. Back in the hands of Reagan Carey and then squares.
Good job. Nice pass. Good feed. 6-3.
Falcons having to get scrappy in this one to try and get their early points. Going to throw the ball across the timeline now, back in the hands of Vosco. Cross court over to McIntyre.
Got to stop ball.
So I'm sorry, that's not McIntyre. That was Rolette going to the lane. She drew contact that time.
Yeah, from Caden Williams.
So Caden Williams picks up foul number 2.
Caden Williams was in position, but she kind of got caught with her feet still, and the OCS player was able to get by her, and then she fouled from the side or behind.
Yeah, Rolette misses the first free throw now. So it's 6-3 right now. Both teams with 2 fouls apiece. Checking out of the game goes Riley Roof. And into the game, now it looks like that is Morgan Jones in the game. 3-point shot is true that time for Blair Rolette. extends the OCS lead up to 4. Kalia Hines trying to get some space off the dribble. This time she does. Stops, pops, three-point shot. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down again by Rolette. Falcons not off to a good start with the three-point shot right now. In fact, in the game, Gary, looking at the numbers, as it stands right now, the Falcons are officially 1 of 9. They've taken 9 three-point shots early in this game.
Yeah, so that needs to be communicated to the team so they can slow that down. You know, I gave a challenge to Kalia. I said, hey, you need to shoot more. And she does need to shoot more, but the question is what shots do she need to take? She really needs to use her quickness to get off into the paint. That's where she could be, most impactful. She's a decent free throw shooter. If she can get in the paint, draw some fouls, get to the free throw line, that would be all the difference in the world in our game.
Caden Williams is called for traveling on the play. Ball back in the hands of the Saints. Up by 4, looking for more. 2:57 to go in the first quarter now. Cross-court pass over to the hands now of Voskuhl. Voskuhl kicks it to the corner in the hands of Champ. Back in the hands of McIntyre. To Jones. Puts it, drives into the lane and kicks it back out there. Reset the offense now. Ball back in the quarter to Jones. Throws it in to Voskuhl, who kisses it off the glass and scores there. And now the Saints are up by 6. 2:25 to go. Kalia Hines has the ball dislodged, but it was going to be a turnover. Nice ball pressure put on there by Voskuhl, and Kalia Hines never got her composure on that sequence.
Yeah.
So turnover right there. Back in the hands of Voskuhl. Across the timeline now in the hands of Rolette. To the corner to Jones. Bounce pass over to McIntyre, being covered by Caden Williams. Caden Williams got to be careful. She just picked up what I do believe is foul number 3. She brought the arms.
Was that called on Caden or was that called on Hines? Let's see. No, that's called on 24.
So 24, okay, so I stand corrected. Kalia Hines called with the foul there. So McIntyre at the free throw line now. First free throw is no good. She gets one more. Team fouls now. The Falcons have 3. So now Voskuhl checks out of the game. Now Izzy Martin's in the game. And the second shot by McIntyre is true. She knocks that one down. And the Saints are creeping that lead up to 7. Falcons only put 3 up in the frame right now. Hand off to Alyssa Isaac. Cross court over to Raquel Hunt, who has the ball knocked loose there by Morgan Jones coming up with the steal. Hines trying to cover. Rolette right now. Going to swing it to McIntyre. McIntyre with a nice up and under move in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Raquel Hunt, who swings it over to Alyssa Isaac, who wasn't ready for the pass.
Too strong.
So substitution. Caden Williams comes out of the game. And into the game comes Neve Marzette. Across the timeline now.
Got two players out of position. Need to hustle back.
So three-point shot is going to hit the side of the goal there by Kenzie Champ. Shot no good. So the Falcons have a chance to get back in it. So what's been lost right now early in this game, Gary, I'm also noticing is that Reagan Carey is being very much covered by the Saints.
A foul.
So a foul's going to be called there against Izzy Martin. Team foul number 3. 1:18 to go in the frame. They've got to find a way to get Reagan Carey the ball going to the basket, Gary.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm sitting here watching the offensive set. It just doesn't look like, the Lady Falcons are running a play with the intentions of accomplishing, maybe a paint touch or anything like that. It's like they're running the offensive set. But what's coming out of it, offensive foul on Isaac.
So Alyssa Isaac called for the offensive foul that play on the screen at the top. So that is 4th team foul, Alyssa Isaac's first foul of the night. Falcons need some stops to get those easy baskets going right now. Ball in the hands now up top, working the ball around the left wing. Rolette.
That's a push off.
Going to swing it back up top, and Kalia Hines knocks it out of bounds, keeping the ball out of the hand of McIntyre. 59.3 seconds to go. Tonight's game being brought to you by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Across the timeline. Standing on the logo, ball over to the right wing. Driving inside, going to swing it. 3 shot from the elbow is no good. Rebound by Marzette. Nice job there by Marzette.
Okay, they got a 3-2 fast break right now.
Raquel gets it down to Alyssa Isaac and scores it. And Alyssa Isaac with an emphatic yell after the shot was knocked down.
That was great execution. They had a 3-2 fast break. That was the opportunity to convert. They made the extra pass. Hunt did. Fed it to Isaac. Isaac was fouled on the way up. Kissed it off the glass nicely.
So can Isaac get the free throw to fall? Isaac with a nice form.
Nothing but net.
Beautiful form on that by Alyssa Isaac. Nice job by her. Ball inbounded now to Roulette. Roulette swings it over to Champ.
Rebound weak side.
Three-point shot in the corner there. Yeah. Knocked down by Morgan Jones.
Yeah. She pulls out.
Ball in the hands now. The ball's deflected.
Yeah, it was.
So across the timeline now has Raquel Hunt has it. 14 seconds on the game clock and then foul in the lane.
Yeah.
For the foul is going to be called against Morgan Jones.
You know, like I said, the biggest
so
thing
team foul number 5 to the free throw line goes Raquel Hunt.
Recognizing when you have space, particularly, in situations where you get the ball, secondarily, is a key here. I mean, just settling for the 3 ball. We're 1 for 9 right now for 3. We really need to work that ball in closer, which means that players have to be aware of where the drive lanes are. You got the drive lane, you take the drive lane. Don't just pull out, to the perimeter and just shoot the 3. Get in there, mix it up. Maybe you can drop some contact, get to the free throw line, especially when you're behind 13-6 right
Kalia
now.
Hines checks out, and
nice.
Raquel Hunt goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, so it's down to a 6-point margin.
Yeah.
Also returning back to the game now is Lily Pomeroy. 8 seconds on the clock. Ball on the left wing. Marzette covering. Going to fling it out. And a 3-point shot from the wing by Roulette. Shot no good, and Hunt's going to hold it as time expires off the miss. But the Falcons were able to get a little something going there right at the end. 13-7 is what it is.
All of their points came off of paint touches.
And that's exactly where they need to find their points tonight.
They need to get in the paint. Whether it be fast break, whether it be off the offensive set. All of their paint, all the scores have come off of paint touches.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Varsity Girls Basketball, sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Taking a quick look at the statistics on the first quarter here, Gary. OCS shot 5 of 11, 45% from the floor, 1 of 3 for 3, 33%. As the Falcons end up shooting 2 of 10 in total field goals, 20%. And then we're talking about 0 of 6 from deep, so nothing falling for the Falcons early in this game, and that number is not in their favor. So to things that you have always said, Gary, the team has just got to be better at executing and getting the best offensive shot they can get. Yeah. Starting the second, we've got Destiny Johnson in the game now.
You got a man-to-man. Look, right now,
Kalia Hines.
Right now, you're man-to-man. It's time to take them off the dribble. Get the high screen. Come on, get in the paint.
Steal that time, taken up there by Roulette. And Roulette's pauses to allow the offense to get set here. Back in the hands now of Voskuhl, who gives it back to Roulette. Roulette running the offense right now in this possession. Going to throw it down to Voskuhl. Voskuhl has a look as 2 Falcon defenders ran out on her. Ball's dumped down low, and they're going to call a contact. It looks like it's going to be called against Destiny Johnson there, picking up foul number 1 of the quarter, team foul number 1. 13-7 is the score. Leading scorer for the Saints right now is Pomeroy. She's got 4 for the Saints. Voskuhl stops and pops with a mid-range jump shot, no good. Hunt gets it, leads the Falcons. Falcons push ahead, and they're going to catch a foul against Voskuhl, team foul number 1. Voskuhl officially has 2 points in her first foul of the night. So Kaden Williams returns to the game now for Destiny Johnson, and Neve Marzette check out, as well as Kalia Hines returns in for the Falcons. So back to work. Alyssa Isaac setting up the offense on this possession. Isaac gets it over to Hunt. Hunt looking. Going to throw it over to Kalia Hines. Reagan Carey backs it up. Over to Isaac. Back up top. Pass is deflected. Voskuhl gets the steal. Voskuhl goes to the basket. Can't get her own shot to fall, but the Saints get the rebound. And Kaden Williams, with a nice job, comes back there and gets it for the Falcons.
They got numbers. Need to keep pushing. There it is.
And Kalia Hines goes in the lane and draws contact that time. Is going to go to the free throw line. She took it right to the chest of Izzy Martin.
Right. She went in and she was able to draw contact there. She's a little. Took a little bit of a stinger. But, the other alternative to that is, the pull-up jump shot, right? Jump, stop, go up, kiss it off the glass. Just as good as a layup.
So Kaden Williams getting that rebound on the other end. I actually like the hustle that she showed on that last play there, Gary.
Yeah.
As Kalia Hines misses the free throws. And gonna have to ask about my T-shirt. I think we're just going to start wearing that at games, Gary. I think we need either that free throws are only free if you make them. If not, they cost you. That needs to be like right here on the front of our stand. All right, as Kalia Hines goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, the Falcons continue to try to dig back into the lead, but every step they get a little further back. Well, at least the lead is down to a smaller margin now at 5, 13-8. Ball across the timeline, good pressure. Now can the Falcons resort up on defense? On the other end, McIntyre fires it up. She gets her own rebound, throws up a shot. Reagan Carey gets it.
Now they got numbers.
So this time, Reagan Carey has it, backs it up to the three-point line, throws it over to Alyssa Isaac, who fires the three. Shot no good. And then underneath the goal is going to be a foul called against Raquel Hunt, or over the back. But it will be a foul that time against Raquel Hunt. So Alyssa Isaac checks out of the game. And returning to the game is Destiny Johnson. Pomeroy comes out of the game for the Saints. Ball back in the hands of Voskuhl to the hands of McIntyre, who throws it ahead. And Kalia Hines tried to look like a free safety, but she didn't have to touch it, Gary. She could have let that one go.
Yeah.
But,
But I admire the hustle. I really do. She almost got the turnover. And
what a block by Reagan Carey.
Yeah, but they got numbers. They keep running.
So Kalia Hines
there you go. Get in
cuts
there.
into the
there
lane.
You go.
And
there
then
you
draws
go.
a
Block.
Good. To the lane.
Whoa, no. What?
We got conflicting calls.
Hey, we got
So they're going to call an offensive foul against Kalia Hines. So the officials disagree.
They do, but it was his call right here. So
he overruled them by the position. But three-team foul. So ball back in the hands of McIntyre. McIntyre drives the ball into the lane. Tries to finish on the glass and draws contact this time. Looks like it's going to be against Raquel Hunt. 2 shots coming. So the foul against Raquel Hunt is team foul number 2 for her, but 4 quick fouls. We're barely 2 minutes into the second period right now. And at the free throw line, misses that first one there. McIntyre. So Raquel Hunt checks out of the game, and Alyssa Isaac returns. McIntyre knocks down the second free throw. Lead back up to 6. Kalia Hines across the timeline now. Ball in the hands of Kaden Williams, who drives baseline. Tries to get it over to Isaac, and she does. Isaac turns and fires, has her shot blocked that time. Going back to work. Ball in the hands of Voskuhl. Toe on the line. Shot goes over the goal. No good by Voskuhl.
14-8, 5:35 remaining in the second period.
Falcons need to get back into the set, Gary. As you said, they've not been able to score But when they have the advantage, they've really got to attack that goal.
Yep. It's just there. You good look, Destiny.
Destiny Johnson with a great look inside on a dump down pass to Reagan Carey.
Good communication by Reagan Carey as well. She was able to get the back post, off the free throw line there and was able to get that pass into the paint. Exactly what you want to see her get.
In the first quarter, I had said late in there, they got to find a way to get Reagan Carey rolling to the basket.
Right.
Good things happen when the ball's in the hands of Reagan Carey. 14-9 is the score. Falcons down by 5, Reagan Carey goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Falcon has the lead down to 4. McIntyre's pressing ahead into the lane, tries to
block.
Finish. Nice
block by Williams.
Gets the block and the rebound. Ball in the hands of Reagan Carey, who drives inside.
Spin.
Spin move in the lane, up and under move. Shot no good.
Rebound
pulled down that time. Going to throw it ahead to Roulette. Roulette with a nice, easy layup on the other end.
16-10.
So lead back up to 6. Ball back in the hands of Destiny Johnson. Destiny over to Caden Williams.
Just to keep the ball here for the bring it back. There you go, right here.
Destiny
there you go.
Up and under the lane. Destiny Johnson kisses it high off the glass and gets it to score. Nice job there by Destiny Johnson.
Yeah. So, again, it just kind of comes down to a little bit of basketball IQ. The three-man game is sitting here. The ball goes away. And I was glad to see the guard rotate the ball back over here. You got to know your personnel. You got to see how they're sitting. The spacing was perfect.
So Riley Roof takes a seat. Back in the game is Morgan Lane. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Good job there by Reagan Carey being aggressive. Timeout's going to be called here on the floor. Saints call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take one here as well. You're listening to Millwood Varsity Girls Basketball, sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Welcome back to Millwood Varsity Girls Basketball. SSM Health Hospitals are proud sponsors of Millwood Public Schools. Sometimes after a game, a player needs the services and help from a great team. Let SSM Health Hospitals get you back in the game from injury. Go to your local SSM Health located throughout the Oklahoma City Metro. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods, glad to bring you this game. Thank you for tuning in tonight on PPBC TV. Great action coming up later on this week on PPBC TV. Make sure you tune in. You will have Millwood taking on Star Spencer High School coming up on Friday night. Pre-game will start shortly before 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday night, right here on PPBC TV, you can also catch the Douglas Trojans in action, the boys in action against Dynamic Prep. Going to work right now. Ball back in the hands now, dribbling of Blair Roulette, who throws it down to the box. McIntyre in the lane, kickback. Vasco for 3. She can't get that one to fall. Caden Williams, another good rebound that time. So a tie up, even though Caden Williams got it, the ball was tied up, and it will remain OCS ball. 4:19 to go, 4-point game right now, 16-12. See if the Falcons get the defense going right now. Give them a chance to put more pressure on the Saints.
Good.
Ball in the hands of McIntyre. Caden Williams covering her in the lane.
Good block.
And another great block there by Caden Williams.
Yeah, well, Coach Woods is starting to get into the game stuff. When you see good stuff, you get excited, when you're watching them play.
Going to work. Morgan Jones going to throw it in now. Jones looking, going to fire it in. In the hands of Roulette. Down to McIntyre. Reagan Carey almost got higher.
Good steal
Reagan
by
Carey with the steal. Carey pressing against
keep it
2.
And push it. There you go.
To the lane. Reagan Carey shot's no good that time.
Yeah, we need to learn a jump stop.
On the other end.
Good. That's good.
Cross-court pass. Roulette. Up fake. Into the lane. To the box. Shot. Kiss off the glass. Shot no good. And the ball will be Falcon basketball.
Defensive possession right there.
So on the other end. Ball back in the hands of the Falcons. Tough pass. Those distant passes have got to be watched here. Reagan Carey now has it on the right wing.
Keep it over here.
Reagan Carey in the hands of Kalia Hines. Up top to Destiny Johnson. Cross court over to Alyssa Isaac. Isaac trying to maintain the dribble. Now the ball in the hands of Kalia Hines, who tried to hit him with the bounce pass. Stealed there by McIntyre. Ball back in the hands of Vosco, being covered by Destiny Johnson. 3:15 to go. Vosco pulls up just inside the elbow with another jump shot there.
Vosco has a nice game, man.
18-12. Ball in the hands now, and Vosco this time is going to bump Kalia Hines.
Yeah, got a little physical out there at midcourt.
Team foul number 3. Correction, team foul number 4 against the Saints. Substitutions returning to the game now is Riley Roof. She's coming in for Vosco. Vosco has picked up her 3rd foul. Ball in the hands of Destiny Johnson. Destiny Johnson trying to get some space to operate. Over to Alyssa Isaac. Alyssa Isaac over the screen, top to Caden Williams. Caden Williams tries to drive in the lane. Is going to get a jump ball situation, but it will be Falcon ball. So it will be Falcon basketball. They're going to inbound it from underneath the goal. 18-12 is the score. 6 points lead right now. Ball up top to Kalia Hines. Back over to Reagan Carey. Reagan Carey on the left wing.
They got to get some good spacing in the floor now. There you go. Now you got it. Attack.
Now ball in the hands of Destiny Johnson. Ball in the hands of Alyssa Isaac.
Attack.
Kalia Hines stops for a 3-point shot. Shot no good. And the Falcons are going to have the ball. Stay with them on their end. Nice aggressive play by Destiny Johnson to pressure the rebounder who could not control it.
Yeah, that was another missed opportunity. The ball was long pass to the weak side, gave you a one-on-one isolation on the baseline. You had a two-way go. That's where you got to just make up your mind, recognize your spacing, recognize where the defensive is, and attack.
Ball in the hands of Destiny Johnson is going to get called for steps there.
One.
An up fake by Destiny Johnson going to be called for steps there. So both teams with 4 fouls apiece, 2:22 to go. 18-12 is the score. Falcons down by 6. Across the timeline now goes Rolette. Rolette passing down to McIntyre on the box. She's backing down Reagan Carey to the goal. And a nice play there, timed by McIntyre, Gary.
Yeah, she was really strong, got good position. Kind of caught Reagan Carey standing straight up. She was able to back her down to the rim real easy.
Okay, ball back in the hands now of Caden Williams at the free throw line. Raquel Hunt stops and fires a 3. Shot no good.
Alyssa Isaac is the only one under the goal for a rebound. She was able to get her hands on it. Tie up possession. OCS.
Tied up the possession that time.
But it was good that she was there competing for the rebound.
Glad that she was able to do that. So now on the other end, and they're going to catch Reagan Carey with the block, with the foul there on the play. So now 2 free throws are coming there. Oh, it's going to be against Raquel Hunt. Raquel Hunt can't believe it. That's her 3rd foul.
I didn't see that one.
So Raquel Hunt was in the area of the foul, but she wasn't
even in the area. I think they got her mixed up with Reagan, if anything.
So now Kiara Robinson checks in the game as Raquel Hunt just got back in the game, and now it's checked right back out. 1:42 to go. 21-12 is the score. Another free throw knocked down nicely there by Rolette. Rolette with 5 points in the first half of the Saints. McIntyre is still the high scorer for the Saints. She's got 24. Caden Williams. Attack. Now a ball back in the hands of Caden Williams, who looked at the 3, wide open 3-point shot. In and out. She couldn't get it to fall that time.
It was a good look.
On the other end, into the lane, McIntyre is going to be fouled that time, and Caden Williams, if I'm not mistaken on her, that is her 2nd foul of the night. But McIntyre back at the free throw line. She already has 6. McIntyre having a good first half. Shot is up, and McIntyre knocks it down. 23-12. Lead up to 11. She's trying to make it a dozen. And she does.
There it is.
Falcons had it down as low as 4 points about 3 minutes ago, but since then, the Saints have gotten going again. Ball in the hands of Reagan Carey, who drives inside. Kiara Robinson ends up with it. Be a turnover that time. Ball in the hands of Jones. Then driving inside swing. McIntyre up fake into the lane, drops it down low. Layup.
Yeah, that was good.
By Ella Melton.
Yeah, that was a good ball movement by OCS. 26-12, 51 seconds remaining for the half.
So Falcons down 14 now. Reagan Carey driving to the lane, drawing contact, will go back to the free throw line. So tell you what, the Saints definitely know where Reagan Carey is. They've put a body on her. Even when she doesn't have the ball, she has seen very little airspace to get going. Reagan Carey is capable of a 20-point night. As Reagan Carey knocks down the free throw there, cutting the lead down to 13. And Kiara Robinson comes out of the game. And now Ann White comes to the game now. So again, this is the full roster that we have of the Falcons available tonight. Also, Neve Marzette is checked in the game. Trying to buy some time. Kiss off the glass shot, no good. Ann White tries to get her hands on it. Trying to swing the ball, and they do. Bounce pass over to Jones. Now inside, dump down, trying to get the ball in the hands of Rolette. It's going to be a steal there by Reagan Carey. So his foul is going to be against number 33, Lily Pomeroy. So that's team foul number 5 against the Saints. So double bonus shots coming for the Falcons with 17.4 seconds to go. And the first shot by Reagan Carey is true. 26-14. One more coming.
Rims out.
She rims out that second.
Gets the rebound.
And then on the other end.
By Reagan.
So Reagan Carey gets the next basket. So cutting the lead back down to a 10-point margin. 1.6 seconds to go. Shot is up, and it's no good as time expires there by Blair Rolette. So 26-16. We're officially at halftime. The Millwood and Richmond Foundation halftime report coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is Millwood Varsity Girls Basketball, sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Millwood Enrichment Foundation is raising $35,000 to help take care of its teachers and scholarships for its students. Help make a positive difference by investing in the jewel institution that is Millwood Public Schools. You can make a contribution at Cash App at $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods here at OCS here in Edmond. Gary, your overall thoughts about the first half of what we saw?
You know, the first half, I would say that the Lady Falcons played some solid basketball in the first period and a half. And then they kind of started breaking down again, started getting some calls against them. But, you know, one of the things I think is definitely, you know, happening out there is that OCS is demonstrating their patience in the way of getting – in the paint. They're taking good shots. They're making those extra passes. They're keeping really good floor spacing so that they can work the ball. They figure that if they pass the ball enough, the Lady Falcons will get out of position. That's exactly what's happening. They're getting out of position defensively. And then on the other side of the coin, the Lady Falcons don't really seem to have a true offensive identity in terms of what they're going to run as far as plays are concerned. Right now, they're kind of staying in the game as a result of maybe some transition basketball by playing maybe a possession here or there rather effectively. That's enabling them to get a fast break, a 3-2 or a 2-on-1 or something of that nature, and they're able to get some paint touches as a result of it. I think the disconnect for the Lady Falcons right now is in the half-court offensive set. When the ball comes across and all 10 players are on one side, the Lady Falcons are dribbling a lot instead of passing the ball effectively back and forth across court, forcing the defense to move. If the defense doesn't have to move that much because you're dribbling or if you're not passing, then you can't get them out of position. That's number one. Number two, when they do get the ball and they have spacing and an advantage, the players aren't recognizing that.
Right. I was going to just
they're dribbling right out of it.
Right. And by the dribbling out of it, that means you're trying to beat your defender on one-on-one.
Yes.
And when you play good defensive teams, they know how to cut off and help support and cut off those lanes. Well, and also, when you're saying that, Gary, it's making the game more complex when it really doesn't have to be.
You're making it complex for yourself.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, passing the ball moves faster than the players. That's the reason why we pass it. The issue is the recognition, the spacing, right? You have the ball rotates. You're at the weak side. You got to recognize, hey, I got a weak side. The defense hasn't adjusted. I can attack as soon as I catch it. But that's not happening. What's happening is players are catching the ball, and then they're dribbling. The defense is adjusting, catching up to the ball, and then it's not there anymore.
Right, which is forcing unforced turnovers and basically bad possessions.
Bad possessions, and then that's what makes you settle for the three-point shot. You're not recognizing the advantages that enables you to get into the paint, get to the rim, or get to the free throw line, and that's what the Lady Falcons have to do. All of their points that they have on the board, and when they were close, they were doing it because they were getting into the paint and they were getting to the rim. They got to recognize how to do it.
So far, OCS in the first half of this game has shot basically 9 of 26 from the field overall, 35%. 1 of 4 from 3, 25%. So where are they getting their money? Because they're on the offensive end getting to the free throw line. 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 70%, Gary.
Yeah.
First half rebounding, they have 12 rebounds overall with 7 assists, with 2 blocks, 4 steals. The Lady Falcons on the other side of that are shooting in this game 4 of 19, 21% as a team. From 3, 0 of 9 from deep from 3. No baskets have yet to fall for the Falcons on that side. In terms of rebounding, they are out rebounding, what you call it, 14 to 12 against OCS, but they're behind because of the shooting percentage and shot selection that you have, to your point that you brought up earlier. The high-flying Falcon in the first half of the game is Reagan Carey. She's got 8 points, a rebound, and 3 steals in it. Caden Williams, who only has 1 point, but she's having a great night on the board. She's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, Caden Williams doing a good job playing defense. We just got to keep her going. There were a couple of possessions where she was in position. All she had to do was slide her feet, and she kind of got a little dead foot. She got to make sure that she stay in a good defensive posture, stay down, get her arms out, slide her feet.
Raquel Hunt with 1 point, 2 assists, 5 rebounds in the game thus far, along with Destiny Johnson with 2 points on the afternoon. In the evening, of course, Alyssa Isaac with 3 points, and then you got Kalia Hines with 1 point, and that is how the Falcons score sheet looks overall. Time to get started in the third quarter here. Here we are, ready to go.
Inbounding the ball. Kalia Hines brings the ball half.